Hey guys, Mythic X here, and today we're going over normal Sith Raid P1 with Nihilus here. And this is one of the best runs I've had to date, and it was 12 million with a JTR team. The team consists of JTR, and she is triple Zated. I have BB-8 with Roll with the Punches, and I have R2-D2 with both of his Zetas. Obviously, I'm also using Scav Rey and Resistance Trooper, and they are very well modded for speed and offense. I will be putting the speeds and my SWGOH in the link below, but let's get to business. So, a couple of the main abilities that Nihilus uses that are obviously different than the character himself in the game is his Drain Force ability bypasses protection and it hits your health pool directly. This is actually really key in this phase because Scavenger Rey, JTR, R2-D2, and Resistance Trooper all have pretty good health steal, so they don't really need healing. But the one character that this does affect is BB-8. Unless you have his second Zeta, where he gains 8% protection and 8% health, he's vulnerable to Drain Force. You'll notice that I'm always constantly checking BB-8's buffs to make sure that he has Foresight. If he has Foresight and any of the other characters have Foresight, Drain Force is deflected. That's actually a big part of this team. Is I make sure that I have Foresight on the majority of my characters, so that when he uses Drain Force, he doesn't drain very many cooldowns, and obviously he doesn't take much health for my team, so I don't need a healer. Another big thing is you don't want to use the buff, which protects him from annihilating you on BB-8, because BB-8 will have no way of recovering his health unless you have his Zeta. Now, if you have his Zeta, feel free to go ahead and do that, but he's only going to gain 8% health and protection when he dodges. Overall, this phase is way easier in my opinion with JTR than in any other phase. Obviously, JTR is good in just about every phase of the new raid, but particularly in this phase, this one has the most potential for the highest damage in my opinion. There's not a whole lot to the general strategy. You basically just want to keep expose up on the ads, and your special abilities will remove turn meter from them, and you can pretty much just ignore them with R2-D2. His AoE will basically take care of it on his own. And then obviously you want to watch the cooldowns for Drain Force and for Annihilate. And one thing to keep in mind is if he's one or two cooldowns away from Annihilate and he has Drain Force up, you have to be careful, because he'll most likely, unless you have Foresight on your entire team, he'll most likely have Annihilate ready, and that's caught me off guard a couple times, so it's definitely something good to keep an eye out for. Another thing is, the nice thing about having Resistance Trooper in this team is when he uses his basic, he steals your buffs, and Resistance Trooper and Rey can both clear it, so that's a nice piece to it as well. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot else to keep an eye on. Obviously, you want to keep track of health pools. R2-D2 doesn't have a whole lot of health steal. He has enough to get by, but I typically try to avoid putting the buff on him and BB-8 because they are the hardest to recover from it. But other than that, enjoy the video and let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see. Thanks.